Mark Zondi, the chief economist at Moody's, says a recession is coming to the United States and there is nothing the Fed can do to stop it. In fact, he said at this point, rate cuts wouldn't stop it. And for the record, he is explicitly blaming tariffs and Trump's immigration policy for what's happening. That being said, at the base of all of this is weakening consumer spending. And weakening consumer spending comes from decades of stagnant wages and price gouging on the part of corporate America. If we all had a lot of money in our savings accounts, this moment in history would not be what it's going to be. But unfortunately, at a time when people were already basically financing their groceries, they're putting groceries on credit cards, they're putting all their necessities on credit cards. We have the highest credit card debt we've ever had in US history. Credit card debt that people are already defaulting on. And now you raise prices more and you fire a bunch of people. I mean, I don't know what else could possibly happen. And so, unfortunately, these are just the inevitable economic consequences of actions taken by corporations over the last 60 years. This has all been caused by greed and by deregulating capitalism. Capitalism can only work if we have very strict parameters for corporations and for CEOs. When you remove those, this is what happens. It happens over and over again. It's going to eat itself. And the saddest part to me is that this is going to close so many small businesses, so many restaurants, so many service businesses. People don't even have money to fix their air conditioning. I have actually seen multiple HVAC guys on here talking about how their business is really suffering this summer because no one is installing new AC. People are just suffering instead because they don't have the money. And this is how it snowballs, and it's going to get worse.
Homeless individuals will be given the option to leave their encampment, to be taken to a homeless shelter, to be offered addiction or mental health services, and if they refuse, they will be susceptible to fines or to jail time. Again, these are pre-existing laws that are already on the books. They have not been enforced, which is part of the reason for this federalizing of the National Guard to bring in this assistance for law enforcement. While we are targeting criminals and trying to remove criminals off of the streets, we also want to make DC safe and beautiful, and that involves removing mentally disturbed individuals and homeless encampments as well.
So guys, lately I have been seeing some couple of videos saying that people should get ready for recession because recession is on the way. So finally, the MAGAs are getting exactly what they voted for. Yeah, people should get ready. People should be prepared for the worst in case the worst come for the worst, so that you will not look stranded. You guys can see that the prices of grocery shopping are just skyrocketing. Prices of goods are going up day by day. In fact, like in fact, so far so good. A lot of things has actually changed in the United States of America. Yeah, even people who normally can afford 3 square meal currently they cannot afford 3 square meal now. And some people are doing 2 to 3 jobs per day just to meet up with life ends, but due to the current administration and due to the prices of goods, in fact, people hardly save. People can no longer save. Guys, I'm not even talking about poor people. I am talking about hardworking people. Life is pretty so difficult right now. So people should try as much as possible to prepare for recession. Well guys, welcome back again to another episode, and thank you so much for watching this video. So today we are going to be checking out this video compilation which I was able to gather for you guys from my FYP. So if you need to watch them and share your thoughts, your opinion, let me know what you think about them in the comment section.
Well, gay marriage is going to be on the chopping block again. Yeah, Kim Davis, of all people. Kim Davis, back in 2015, she was like a circuit court clerk up in Kentucky, and she refused to marry a gay couple. Well, they sued. They were like, you can't do this. And she ended up losing her job, and she was like, I will not marry them because of Jesus. And she didn't, lost her job. but she became the sweetheart of the right wing, yeah, for standing up for her religion. Now, they didn't take into account that Kim Davis has been married 4 times to 3 different men. She married one twice. She had kids with the first one and then got pregnant with the third one while she was still married to the second one or the first one or whatever. She's messing with all these men, but praise the Lord. Yeah, and she's run up like $300 and something thousand worth of attorney fees and stuff to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. She don't have the money to do that. No, because she's the sweetheart of the right wing, and I'm sure they're funding her. Because gay marriage just must be getting in their aller crawl. They just can't stand the idea of people getting married. Now, I want you to explain to me how a couple, a gay couple, a lesbian couple getting married affects you. Don't bring up the Bible. Don't bring up your church. Legally, how does that affect you? It doesn't. And marriage has nothing to do with the church once it crosses over into a legal contract. And that's what it is. It's a contract that is none of your business. So, Kim, come on. Come on, let it go, Kim. Let me put your mind at ease. All these gay men and these lesbian women make you nervous, and oh Jesus. Honey, be at ease. Trust me, no lesbian I know would ever have anything to do with you. Praise the Lord.
So for these whites-only communities that are starting in Arkansas and Missouri, when you say no blacks allowed, that's fine, but just make sure that it also includes black inventions. So a couple of things that I don't want to see in these white-only communities. If you're going to have a house, no home security system, okay? Just get you a German Shepherd and have him protect y'all. No home security system, okay? That was a black invention. Only stop signs in the white-only communities. I don't want to see no traffic lights. Black man came up with that. Only stop signs for you guys. I don't want to see your little racist children playing with super soakers or eating peanut butter. Black and black, okay? Jelly sandwiches for your little racist ass kids. Only jelly, no peanut butter. No potato chips. I don't give it. You better pack celery in they damn lunch bags. No potato chips. If you need to dry your clothes, use a clothesline, okay? You are not allowed to use a clothes dryer. That is a black invention. If there's a fire, a bucket and some water, that's what you're allowed to use because the fire extinguisher was invented by a black man. If you have your little racist cookouts, no folding chairs. Sit your ass on the ground. Summertime. Don't want to see any AC units. Go to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, get you a good fan. No AC units in the whites only community. If you go play golf with your little racist buddies, you better hit that bitch off the ground. You are not allowed to use golf tees. Black invention. If you're riding a horse, you want to go get your little racist horse and go on a little racist ride, you are not allowed to use a saddle. Sit your ass on that horse bareback, and I hope your nuts hurt. If you need to iron your clothes, iron them shits on the bed or on the floor. You are not allowed to use an ironing board. For all doors, they better be push and pull. You are not allowed to have a doorknob. Black invention. If you need to do something with your hair, comb it. You are not allowed to use a hairbrush. That is a black invention. You spill some on the floor, get you some good high absorbent paper towels and wipe that shit up. You are not allowed to use a mop. That is a black invention. And how about this? You're not allowed to wear shoes. You better find a good pair of sandals. Shoes, the modern day shoe technology was invented by a black man. That's right, I said it. And when you eat your little racist dinner at night, eat that shit on newspaper on the floor because you're not allowed to eat at the kitchen table, which is also a black invention. So enjoy your white communities. Just be in mind that if you don't want blacks there, make sure you don't have black shit there either.
Well, breaking fuck the news. Super early in the morning. You guys rarely see me on here this early. I know a lot of you do have work. A lot of you have lives. School starting back up if it hasn't started already for you. So I know a lot of motherfuckers is busy. But to give you guys a little context and updates on exactly some of the information that I was giving out last night, but just in one set video. Trump to hold press event in DC on DC crime after threatening a federal takeover of the Capitol. And as we all know, he's already sent 15 different federal agencies to police the streets of DC without reporting on anything or saying anything. He did that over the weekend. Trump's remarks. This is what he stated. President Donald Trump is set to hold a press event at 10 a.m. and will address the crime in Washington. The DC mayor responded to this. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said in an MSNBC interview yesterday that comparing the city to a war-torn country is hyperbolic and false. Earlier, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, the bald-head wonder, told News Nation Kelly Meyer that D.C. was more violent than Baghdad. We all know what we did in Baghdad. Look, add on to it, Trump is considering deploying 1,000 National Guard. Trump is considering deploying 1,000 National Guard troops to D.C. and can make an announcement as early as today, according to one defense official and 2 U.S. officials. The number of Guard who would be assigned to is still in flux. The officials say most of the troops would likely be pulled from the D.C. National Guard. Officials stress that the decision is not final and no orders have been signed. This is part of the president's ongoing effort to increase security in the nation's capital. But the Guard would primarily be focused on supporting law enforcement with things like administrative help and protecting federal personnel and property, not engaged in direct law enforcement activities. Asked about the decision, a White House official told NBC News, "We won't get ahead of the president on any potential announcements, but the president has been clear that all options are on the table when it comes to making D.C. safe again." Trump's foreshadowed this decision on Wednesday when discussing crime in D.C., saying, what a sham, rate of crime, what a shame. Early as fuck. What a shame, rate of crime, the rate of muggings, killings, and everything else. We're not going to let it. And that includes bringing the National Guard, maybe very quickly too. So, like I said again, time now is about to be 7:28. I will be probably up here either before he comes on and says whatever the fuck he's gonna say, and I will give you the full breakdown on my Substack. I will let you guys know more information as it comes out. Also, if you guys haven't heard me say this 1,000 times, your favorite content creators are being censored and our posts aren't going out and a lot of information is being lost because they're trying to show you shit on your timeline from June, May, February, and March. July, even some shit from July is now starting to pop up on my feed. So what I can say is just follow me on my other social medias if you guys don't mind. The link tree's in my bio. I don't post on there as much, but by the end of August, I will definitely be posting on my Skylight, on my YouTube shorts. My YouTube's probably my main thing because I got to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do if TikTok does go bye-bye. So follow me on YouTube or subscribe to my YouTube, and I'm going to be posting shorts of literally the videos that I make on here. I'll probably start just doing long-form content there, vlogs and such. There is some stuff on my page already that you guys can go look at from years ago when I first started doing content, like 11 years ago till a month or two ago. But I will definitely be more consistent with it. It probably just won't be all news. My shorts will definitely be that. My Skylight, I have it. I don't like it, but I use it. I don't like the way the format looks. And then you guys can also go to Substack, where I will start using that as like Twitter damn near. I'll start putting news reports out and stuff like that on my Substack. I probably will make a subscription. I'm not going to lie, because everybody's been like, you need to make sure you're doing this shit and you're getting paid. Yeah. So I will keep you guys updated with more though.
27 Democrats in Colorado voted against child indecent exposure being a felony. Let me say that again. 27 Democrats in office in Colorado voted against, not for, the protection of children for indecent exposure being a felony. The reason? To protect drag shows being read for story time. That's who Democrats are supporting. I don't want to hear any excuses for that. 27. 27. I do not care for a single person's explanation as to why a child, 4, 5, 6 years old, needs to see a drag show in a library or anywhere in school or anywhere in life that is not educational, that is not beneficial, and it is not protecting children. It's disgusting, and it's giving child pedo vibes. Shame on you, Democrats.
So this protest has been going on for 2 weeks already, and it's still going on today, August 8th. There has been no news on it, no TikTok videos on it, and no TikTok lives. It's insane that we're being censored and we're, not seeing what's really going on. And, I live in Los Angeles, and I haven't heard anything about it until literally just today. So people have been protesting in Los Angeles for 2 weeks straight, and there has been no videos, no news coverage on this. And basically it's being censored. It's been going on for 2 weeks already, and I did not once see a video, hear the news talk about it, or nothing. And that's low-key insane, because we usually find out through social media and stuff, or through TikTok mainly, but there literally has been no videos popping up on my For You page. And it has me thinking, like, damn, we are really being censored from really knowing what's going on.
So guys, welcome back again, and thank you so much for watching this video. So I have been seeing a lot of videos saying that the Trump administration has made it illegal that from this moment that people will no longer be staying outside, sleeping in the car, in the couch, that is not longer legal, that anyone who face this act will face the penalty. And if the administration said that okay, that they want to take these people to a home shelter or where they can rest their head, I think it's better. I think it's better than to drive them out from where they have been staying, because a lot of these people do not even have money to rent a house. Yeah, most of them do not have any money to rent a house, and most of them are not even physically strong. Yeah, when you look at some of them, they are not physically strong, and some of these people are not even mentally stable. So if the administration can give them a shelter where they can at least rest, and where they can stay, and where they can sleep and take their baths, and also provide some medical assistance to them, at least taking them to the hospital to treat them, especially for some of them that are not physically fit, I think it will be more better than just throwing them, asking them to leave the street to nowhere, because some of them are not even working, and they can't even afford to rent a single room. So if the administration can help them, I think it's going to be more better, and it's also going to ease their pain. Because imagine you asking someone to leave where he or she is staying without providing any place for that person. At least it's going to add more stress to that person. So if they provide a place for them to stay, I think it will be more better. Well guys, let me know what are your thoughts, what you think about the video in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching guys. Stay tuned and see you in my next episode. Bye.